Okay, cool.
Welcome back, everyone who is watching this. So, I'll run through what we did last time, and then hopefully I might be able to do some fighting today, but we'll see. So,
And the underpaid assistant is here too.
yes, I am here with the underpaid assistant.
That's the course says.
I'm feeling fine. Good enough to do a stream. Alright, so I already did a lot of the setup. What we're gonna do is we're gonna have Lofty just simply walk up to the bar for our first scene. And I'm not exactly sure where it's gonna go from that point. But basically, he's gonna sit at the bar and somehow a fight is gonna start. So, that's something I could use some help with. How exactly does the fight start? Because I could just have him randomly start punching people for no reason. Or it could be something else, someone is annoying him. I don't have it completely thought out yet. But for now, we're just gonna have him stride up to the front of the bar. Sit down, maybe he would grab a drink. I don't know. So he's just gonna walk across, everyone's gonna stare at him. Let me make sure everything's set. I think that's good.
Connector Studio says, make Lofty trip over someone's leg and then punch him.
Perhaps. Is that enough movement? Camera movement. So it goes all the way here. Yeah, I think that's gonna be good. Alright. Man, he looks kind of small. Is that gonna be alright? I purposefully am trying to hide him for the looks of the scene, and also it'll make it a lot easier to make him walk. But he may be a little too hidden as he walks up. Nah, I think he's good.
Says, someone joking that he looks different from the others. Is that like how he would start fighting people?
Yeah, perhaps like that's. I guess that's kind of the idea why everyone's staring at him. You can kind of imagine what you want. So I don't know whether I'm going to have dialogue or not. All right, let's see if I can take this first picture. I think I'm going to have him completely off for the first picture. There we go. Actually, let me make sure my focus was good.
Someone accidentally spilling a drink on him and he gets mad.
Let's see.
Maybe he should just say, you look weird. Your face looks weird.
Your face.
That's how all fights should start.
Alright, here's our first picture. Not exactly sure how much movement I should do. Let's go ahead and bend him into a walk.
Lucasfilm says, hey Loft, how long did it take you to get 1,000 subs?
A year.
Almost exactly a year.
Yeah.
Slightly less. I don't know if that's good or not.
Yeah, well, I thought it was good until that Brickverse guy just made one video and in the course of a month got like 100,000 subscribers. That made me very sad.
Has anyone here seen that? I'm sure you guys have, the Mr. Beast animation video.
Yeah, that was crazy. I mean, it was good quality. It was a very good video, but I'm kind of mad. Alrighty. Okay, so he's gonna have a really funky walk. His hands don't stay on very well. Let's see. I have this on 20 frames. No, it's 15 frames. I'm gonna run it through 20 frames, see what that looks like. Oh, that's right. I slap music on. It's just filler music. It's not actually gonna be real music. But it's perfect music.
Sparks says, the person who falls back on the ground and takes it back. This goes with Connor's suggestion and also goes with the previous scene. See, I feel like the Marine kind of already, drank a lot. I think he's good in that department. I don't know.
Yeah, and also one thing, I want to keep all the attention on Lofty. So if someone knocks him over or accidentally does something, the attention would be implied that it's no longer on Lofty. Everyone's not staring at him anymore. So I'm leaning more in the direction that he just punches someone because everyone's staring and he doesn't like it. All right, how does that look at 20 frames? Because I feel like that looks better at 20 frames.
I actually do like this idea. HMC Films says, make the Yellow Spartan challenge him to an arm wrestle and make Lofty beat him easily. And then I guess everyone could just get mad. Like, oh, that's not fair.
That's a good idea. Right, I hope that flicker goes away. Alrighty, second picture. I'll start moving a little faster. The first few frames always take a little bit longer, but then I'll start moving.
I feel like we should take another poll. Do you guys like music or no music? Example music, go. Classic Score says, at Loft Studios, I showed my dad a lot of your videos yesterday, and he loved all of them. He said that he was more impressed every video I showed him.
That is awesome. Thank you so much for sharing.
You like it when people's dads like videos.
No, I do appreciate it. Alright. There's perfect music for when he strides in. Alright. Walk cycles are probably my least favorite part of stop action. Can anyone second that? Or is there something that's worse? I mean, they can be satisfying, but for me, it's just so tedious to get right. And I don't know if I never mentioned this about the figure, but he has studs. Lofty has studs glued to his feet. Lego studs, so it makes it easier. But see, right now his feet are blocked, so I don't even have to worry about the feet, which I've been doing, and I realize I don't actually have to, which is the purpose of me having people set up in front. So I should be, oh dear, okay.
Spartan Striker Studio says, I've been working on some videos of my own, man. I can't wait to eventually be as good as you.
Oh, thank you. I'd love to see them.
Classic orders. At Loft Studios, can you please make a Halo walk cycle tutorial? I can't find any.
There are some good ones. AK Motions, that's the only good one I know about. I haven't seen many, but I don't know if I quite have the basics down enough to make a tutorial for it. I need a tutorial.
Classic Order says, where do you get all your Halo figures?
Walmart mostly, some on Amazon. But although Walmart has recently been out, I don't know if they're still, I don't know what the problem is. At least maybe our Walmart doesn't. We bought all of them. Okay, let's see.
JG Studio says, what do you do outside of stop motion?
Nothing.
He's in here all day.
Kidding. Right now I'm in college actually, so it's really hard. Online college, it's really hard to make time for this.
Well, partly online, you still have to go.
Yeah, hybrid class. But there's a lot of other activities I like. Like I used to do a lot of building out of cardboard, ceramics, but currently stop action has been taking up pretty much all of my free time just because I enjoy it so much. Little free time I get, I use on stop action. It's just so awesome.
Connector Studio says, check Target. So,
Yeah, I've heard Target. No, I think I've checked once, but I did see. Yeah, I think Target.
Dollar General is really good too.
Yeah, Dollar General has some great ones. Man, this is hard. I do not like walk cycles. How does that look so far? And again, it's not that critical currently since... oh dear, I forgot to be moving the Spartans' heads. You know, that's fine. So, when he walks by, I want everyone to just watch him as he walks by. So I gotta... hopefully, that's not gonna throw off the scene that much to have everyone shift their head at the same moment, since I forgot to do that, but we'll see how subtle I can make this. Oof.
The red Spartan says, college, how is it? Do you think you're gonna drop out?
I hope not.
Hope not.
No, that's not in my plans. Alright. I hope that's not too jarring to have everyone's heads shift at once. Crud, maybe I should start over. I really hate this, but he's not even looking. Man, I'm sorry. What do you say, underpaid assistant? See my mistake? Everyone's supposed to be watching him as he comes in. You know what? I'm fine. I'm just gonna have him slowly pan his head over. Alright, I'll move quicker now. I think I'll do a lot better. Oof.
HMC says, oh wait, what if when he tries to get a drink, they say no because he's not one of them?
Yes, maybe.
I like the arm wrestle idea still. Never is mad because he won. Or is he just gonna like say something insulting to him? Well, what are you planning on doing?
That's the thing, I don't have a good plan. I just know he sits down and a fight starts spontaneously for some reason. This is why I'm streaming. It's to get ideas from everyone. But a lot of my animation is improvising. Like I don't storyboard like I should, in fact, at all. But yeah. Let's see how that looks. Okay, he needs to come back a little bit. Shoulder's gonna come up just a little bit because that's visible. What kind of weapons should people pull out? Because I want to have this scene where everyone just jumps out with all kinds of crazy weapons. And I was wondering how crazy I should get with it. Like, if I should use a lightsaber. I really want to animate a lightsaber. Especially, I want to animate Lofty holding a lightsaber. I love animating lightsabers, but I feel like that doesn't really fit the vibe of this scene, so... I mean, this animation. Obviously, we're not quite
Classic
there.
Word says, can you please, and I think everyone else agrees, that you should make another boss battle.
Oof.
Oh.
How many people want another boss battle for the missions series?
Pick the missions first.
How many people have even seen the missions? Okay.
Connector Studio says I do. HMC says me. Plastic Order says me. And I think I gathered that from your first comment.
Cool.
Have someone have a fish. I mean, heck, why not?
Yeah, like...
You know, you should totally just make someone in the back holding a fish. Is there anybody you haven't shown that?
Well, I don't think I have a Lego fish. That's the problem.
Get a real fish.
Get a...
What's harder to you, animating or editing?
Editing. And it's not necessarily harder. It's just agonizing. I hate it. And I've been using this app to edit, which is really terrible because this is the worst quality app for editing sound. I don't know why people still watch my stuff. Joking. Yeah, I need a better program for editing, and I need a better system for editing because I do not like editing at all. But I gotta do it.
Plastic War says you should do a collab with one of your subscribers. How would that work? Like, specifics.
Like a contest? I mean, that's not really a collab, but it's... Alright, on the subject of missions, if I were to do more missions, what missions would you guys like to see? Like, what would be fun? Because I just had kind of random things fighting, and if I was going to do a boss, I would do 5 missions before I do the boss. So 5 regular missions. Okay. Oh, I haven't been turning this guy's head. Alright, we're getting there. Again, at some point, I'm going to start moving a lot faster because I'll have this walk cycle down. How does that look so far, everyone? Kind of a weird stride. But Lofty's got style. He can do that.
Connector Studio says make him take down 3 Master Chiefs for the mission.
3 Master Chiefs. That's a very interesting idea. Technically, he is a Master Chief. Wow, this
Yeah, I was gonna say he is a Master Chief.
Alrighty.
Plastic War says Agent Cube versus Shapeshifter.
That sounds fun. I love animating changing objects, like way back here when we broke the glass. That's just so much fun to me. It's so satisfying. So Shapeshifter would definitely be fun in that sense. Alright, I think I need a little bit more forward movement. Kind of see the clay holding to his face. Infinite Chiefs. What? I don't know that I have any because I didn't buy any after the release of Halo Infinite. So probably none. I don't know what makes an Infinite Chief different from a regular Chief. They made new figures for it. So everyone still likes the idea of doing a bar fight, a arm wrestle to start the bar fight. My only quarrel with that is I don't understand how I would make that transition because he's going straight to the bar, and how do I make the transition from him then going to the table for an arm wrestle?
Plastic War says Agent Cube versus Lego YouTubers. I actually like that idea.
Huh. What kind of, how would that be? Just Lego figures or what?
Well, I imagine you get Lego YouTuber, like popular Lego YouTubers, and just get their figure, recreate it, and then have them fight maybe with some of their animation concepts.
It definitely makes for good clickbait.
Gabriel says, how are you able to take a picture without pressing the red button?
Oh, I have a keyboard set up. I used to have one of those clickers that a lot of animators have, but then I got this Bluetooth keyboard, and you may it's really worth having that because you may think hitting the red button, you can do it really lightly, but really that does mess up the animation just ever so slightly. It's worth having a button. And it's nice. So yeah, I would suggest getting a button like that.
Last at Work says, JG Studio says, what do you think your best video is?
I'm pretty happy with the way the Batman one turned out.
I think my favorite is Mission 3 still.
Oh really? I didn't know that.
It's so satisfying to watch.
Although I really like Vengeance too. I feel like I could have done slightly better with the fight. I feel like the fight could have been quicker.
It's in Vengeance?
Vengeance, yeah, I mean,
That's like the best fight you've done.
It was good, but yeah, I mean, it was good. So Vengeance and, okay, that headpan looks pretty good, I'd say. It's a lot harder to talk and animate at the same time, so that slows me down, but I think I'll get the hang of it.
HMC Films says he goes to the bar, but Yellow Spartan hits his chest and nods his head to the table while he takes a sip of his drink, and it begins.
That's a good way to do the transition. One other thing though is this right here, just these scenes, they're supposed to be setting up for they're setting the stage, they're not important. But if I do that, then it makes this scene right here more important. It's like this is supposed to be the center of attention when he walks in. Does that make sense? Am I overthinking this? Because these are just kind of to set the stage of where he is. But if I have him walk in and then start reacting with one of those little scenes, I feel like that would kind of throw off the mood of it. Man, I need to cover those lights because I'm getting a little bit of flicker.
Gabriel says, which Bluetooth keyboard are you using?
Good question. Well, it says here that it's Jelly Comba on the keyboard.
I get Jelly Comb, I guess.
Jelly Comb. Oh dear.
So,
but there's some pads that I think are actually meant for it. I didn't buy this. I had someone who wasn't using it and they let me use it. So if you're gonna buy something for it, I would get an actual pad for it. Not a button, because my button broke. I used it so much. I don't even know what happened. Yeah, anyway. Like there's one for Dragon Frame. I don't know how much that costs, but I eventually want to get that one when I start using Dragon Frame, hopefully. How does that look? Is that too swaggering of a walk cycle? Because it's a pretty big stride, I think. Let's see. Yeah, crud, I gotta make him move faster because that's a really odd looking stride.
HMC Film says, I'm going to eat, hope everything goes well. So
Well, thanks for tuning in.
Have a good eat.
See you later.
We got 5 viewers last time. I don't remember, like, so we had like 20 last time. Was that immediate, like, or was that later in the stream?
So how many people would watch this, like, go back and watch it because they want to see how I animate? Like,
What do you mean?
the point of my question is, should I do this more often with more animations? Or would it's the biggest draw on being here live?
I don't know who's gonna watch. Back. Classic War says, can you make like an actual tutorial on how to make a Mega Godzilla, like step by step?
Perhaps. I don't... if I did, it would be different than the one I made because I think the one I made could use a lot of improvement. It's not the easiest to animate with, and a lot of random aspects to it. So if I were to do a step-by-step tutorial, I would have to master it.
Michigan Propaganda says, question, do you have any tips on taking over the world, asking for a friend? Let me think.
Well, to start taking over the world, I would...
Start small.
Amass a huge arsenal of weapons and...
Well, don't tell anybody that.
Keep it secret, bury it underground, and slowly get members, friends you trust, and then when they reach a certain level of trust, tell them about your arsenal, expand your operation, and eventually get other friends to make similar arsenals around the world.
Yeah, you're going to use one.
And maybe, because if
the question is, do you want to start by taking over one country, or do you just go all out?
No, you got to do it at the same time, because if you start by one, everyone's like, oh no. So
I don't know, we're pretty new with this taking over the world thing.
Yeah, I haven't really tried it before, so be warned. Any advice I take, maybe.
He says, okay, I'll do that. Hope we helped.
All right.
Wait, I thought it was your friend.
Something looks off about that.
JG Studio says, I like seeing the process of the animations. I missed your last live stream last time, but I watched all 3 hours of your last one.
No way. You get a round of applause because that's awesome. Thank you.
There you go.
I'm glad to hear it. I hope a lot of other people are interested, but
Okay, so here's the thing. The live stream, when it was first technically released, it said it had like a average view duration of 9%, but then after a while it came down to like 3%.
Yeah, I don't know how much that actually hurts the channel. But
I don't think it hurts the channel, but I'm just saying based on that.
So I'm trying to find out if I should do this with almost every animation, but I don't want to clog my channel with streams either, because every time I do a stream, I have to post it. I may do the continue event, meaning I wouldn't actually post this at the end of the day. I would post all the streams looped together so I wouldn't have as many stream videos like this. I think I may do that. But I would love to do this with a lot of animations I do, but for all those reasons, I'm not sure if I should.
Hey Lost, this is from the Red Spartan. Let's say there was a small animator, me, who wanted to make a ration animation and there was a giant mech car go vroom big mech bad guy. Should it be a series? Is this a question or there's an exclamation mark at the end, so I can't tell if it's a question. I assume it's a question. Alright, let's say there was a small animator, me, who wanted to make a ration animation. There was a giant mech car go vroom big mech bad guy, should it be a series? Like versus just a single animation?
Yeah, that's a good question. I keep wanting to do series with a storyline.
I'm just saying, Cargo Vroom Big Mech Bad Guy typically goes better with a series. Like, specifically that one, though.
Yeah, I don't know a lot about this animation you speak of, but as far as a series versus regular video, I think people are very intrigued by story, even if the animation quality doesn't match high animators. No, not that, like higher animators. If it's not like max quality animation, people are intrigued by stories. So I think it's a good idea to do a series if you have a really well thought out story.
A PR Film Studios is back. So hello, he was here last time, like the whole time.
Hello, PR Studios. Hope you plan on staying the full duration this time. How long have we been going so far?
Like half an hour. JG Studio says, maybe you should make a second channel with just streams and behind the scenes. Okay, so this is actually what I was suggesting the whole time.
But then
But the only drawback from that is the only reason we have people watching right now is because I'm assuming you guys all got notifications. So if we create a new channel and start a stream, nobody would be watching it. I guess you could shout it out on your main channel. That would work.
Yeah, and another thing is, I didn't know that was your idea. Well, I want the benefits. Oh no, so I should post it, but I don't know. Yeah, but I also want the watch time to go on this channel. And if I have a separate channel, then I lose all the watch time.
Oh, yeah, because right now the biggest draw for actually live streaming is to get tons of watch time, which you need like 4,000 hours to actually monetize. Alright, English Animator says, hey Lofty, it's me, what's up? What's the hardest part about making an original stop motion?
Hey, English Animator. That's a good question. I think your animations are pretty original. I've seen a couple of yours, but I don't know how to answer that. I haven't actually watched a lot of other people's animations when I first created a channel, so I wasn't influenced by anyone in the very beginning because I made a lot of my animations without ever even being on YouTube and seeing other people's stuff, if that makes any sense. Like, you can watch other people's animations and without meaning to just kind of copy their style. Now that I've been on YouTube with animation for about a year, I think I'm starting to accidentally copy people without meaning to. Like, Edbound is really hard not to copy because his stuff is just so great and such a funny style, and I want to do mine similar to his sometimes without meaning to.
You never actually done that, Plastic War says, are you making money off your YouTube channel yet?
Nope, I'm not expecting to make money anytime soon, and when that does happen, I probably won't make much money. But not yet. Like I said, we need 4,000 watch hours. I'm not sure how much I have. 2,000?
It says buy, so buy.
Oh.
Make sure, yeah. Never mind. English Animator says, are all of your videos in the same universe?
Yes, I think so. I have done a lot of thinking about making a animation story with all my characters in a similar universe. I don't know how much. Man, it is hard to divide my attention between animating and talking, but it is. I have done a lot of thinking about it. I haven't really made any story towards that, but it would be kind of cool to have something like that with it's all in the same universe. For now, I think it is. I mean, I don't think I have any stories severely veering from the universe. But yeah, that's a good question. All right, so We're up to like half an hour and I have this really stylish walk cycle. Look at that.
Animation Man says, have you ever heard of Plastic Wars?
Plastic Wars? Yeah, he was just on here.
Yes, Animation Man just showed up.
Yeah, I've seen Plastic Wars. I've seen his stuff.
English Animator says, are you aware that your characters aware that they are being animated?
You'll have to ask them that. I'm not sure what they think.
Is it more complicated to animate with Halo guys or Lego guys?
Definitely more complicated with Halo. Lego has less motion and, as you could suspect, is simpler. I'm starting to like Lego a lot more. This is the first Mega Constructs animation I've done in a long time, actually. This one I'm currently working on.
Animation Man says, what do you think of his animations being Plastic Wars animations?
I like his stuff. He's progressed a lot. He was one of my early supporters, so that was nice. I definitely think he's improved a lot. Whew, alrighty. Sorry this is taking a while, guys.
My question is it easier to animate with a Halo figure or Lofty?
Is you asking me
No,
this?
that's my question.
I haven't animated with Lofty. I'll know that by the end of this animation. But for now, I would just say the Lofty is easier. He has more poses. It's easier to get an exact pose. But Mega Constructs is more consistent. Alright, look at that stylish walk cycle.
Emotion says, are you using Stop Motion Studio Pro, upgraded, or normal?
Upgraded Stop Motion Studio Pro, yes, currently. I'd like to eventually go to Dragon Frame, but for now, I'd like to stay where I know the program.
English Animator says, what's your favorite video that I've made so far?
I didn't see too many. I liked the one where you had the Lofty guy. That was cool.
Lofty guy?
Yeah, he made a armor mech that was similar to his suit. That was pretty cool to see.
Okay, so Animation Man says, I'm actually Plastic Wars. I wanted to see your opinion without knowing.
You know,
so he
I suspected that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not just saying that. But
well, that's just
very
cruel,
clever. Very clever. I figured that it might be a different profile or a friend doing it for you. But yeah, you got great stuff. You've been progressing for a long time. Pretty cool stop action community because it's like everyone knows everyone. Didn't quite realize it was like that when I first started off, but alright, how does that look? It's a very funky walk style. This is the first time I've ever animated Lofty walking, so...
English animator says, fun fact, Lofty Guy is actually me, but in a different body, because you remember when I died in that one video. So, not sure what that is. English animator says, isn't it weird how Lofty and Battlemech are different sizes? Did you have any response? Defend your science. Didn't you have actually two different figures?
Yeah, they were completely different figures.
Different figures. Sam Studio is back.
Hey, what's up, Sam Studios? Next time, if I do another live stream, I think I'll do just 2 people fighting, and I can work through that one a little faster. Because it's very tedious sometimes dealing with this many figures.
JJ Studio says, you should make a video where you tried to animate, but then the figure swats your hand away because they don't want to be animated. That's actually really
a good idea.
Yeah, you should definitely try that. Alright, we have a riddle now. Gabriel gives us a riddle. Here's a full comment. Can I give you a riddle? You see a greenhouse, and inside the greenhouse is a White House, and inside the White House is a Red House, and inside the Red House is children's. What am I?
Alright, I'm bad at riddles to begin with, and if I try to think of it while I'm animating,
Alright, well, I'll figure it out. Okay.
Yeah, I'll let the underpaid assistant figure that out.
Inside the greenhouse. I'm already lost. No, okay, I see. There's greenhouse, and inside the greenhouse is a White House. And inside the White House is a Red House. And inside the Red House is children's. Okay, so maybe the Earth can be a greenhouse, right? It works. But then there's the White House inside. But then what's the Red House? Maybe it's a dollhouse. There's a dollhouse inside. I give up. Okay.
It's fast.
English animator says, how do you keep making these figures out of freaking cardboard? In other words, what inspired you?
Oh, that's a very good question. I was probably inspired by the fact that cardboard is free, and I could
That's a good answer.
make pretty much just about anything I want because it's easy. I've done cardboard for a long time. I don't remember when or why I started. Alright, let's watch through the whole thing really quickly.
Okay, so watermelon. Not that I figured it out. I mean, I did. I'm super smart. I didn't get a hint or the comments. I just figured it out on my own. I think it's a watermelon. Yeah, pretty good.
Wait, you got the riddle?
Yeah, all by myself. I didn't read any comments at all.
All right, so this is gonna be nice because now he's just about completely covered up. Lofty's about completely covered up, so that means that I can do a couple frames relatively quick. And again, I am moving slower than I typically would because it is a lot more difficult to divide my attention between talking and animating. So, all right. Again, camera movement is always nice to have because you can cover up any mistakes you might make if you bump set, which I do a lot because it can slide. If you have a camera movement, it helps to disguise or makes it easier to hide that kind of stuff because it's gonna happen.
Okay.
How many people
I
do you
just
know?
back when I was coming.
Oh,
Alright, that's where it says, how do you have so many Spartans? You know, Walmart, Dollar General. And Lego light bulb, which was here last time, says hi. So welcome back.
welcome back, Lego light bulb.
Sam Studio says, do you have Discord?
Yeah, I do have Discord. I don't use it like ever, but I do indeed have it. Alrighty. When does he come back on? Is that enough time for him to come back on? I don't know.
We should get everybody on the stream to just go spam someone like Nutridex or Adon. Get them.
Why would you do that?
Well, did you get them to join the stream? That'd be so cool.
That would be pretty cool, but let's not
But then we're
bother.
gonna lose all original viewers, so.
Look at that stylish walk cycle. It looks so funny, man. That's a really goofy walk cycle.
Bricksburg Films is here now. Don't know if you know that guy, but he's here. Plastic War says, I'm in the middle of making Mission 3 boss battle so far. It's amazing. Can't wait to show you.
Can't wait to see it.
The Red Spartan says, what is your major in college? My art
Digital.
teacher mom randomly wants to know.
Digital arts, so I don't have a really great idea of where that will put me, but I think after going through a couple semesters, I have a better idea. But right now, it is a digital arts degree, which I think that involves animation at some point, but I'm kind of nervous about computer animation because stop action is physical. I feel like I have a lot more control over this, but working on a computer is, I'm not good on the computer, so we'll see if I ever have to do that.
Sam Studio says me is dumb. Okay, so just a few pointers for that sentence. It's actually me are dumb. I want to fix that.
All right, let's see where his foot ends up.
Classic War says, when are you going to switch scenes?
This scene may take a little bit longer than I thought. He's walking pretty fast, but I'm taking a long time, so we'll see. I would like to get him all the way across before I switch scenes, and then I'll be stuck because I don't know exactly what I want to do with the next scene. But we'll see. I'm moving a little bit faster. Like I said, after I kind of get in the groove, I can move faster. But
Stop Motion Mayhem is here. He says, hi.
oh, stop motion mayhem.
I don't know which animators you know, and I don't know any of them, so. Lego light bulb, how do you switch the heads from your sig fig? I get signature figure, I don't know this lingo.
It's right now it's just stuck with clay, so it's really easy to just pop his head off. And
The Lofty?
I assume you're talking about Lofty. All right, where does he end up? I think his left leg comes out now. Yeah, that's how his left leg comes.
This is coming a while ago, but have you ever thought of making any world war or any battle? You did,
So
actually,
like
at
a-
one point.
Yeah, so my granddaddy,
Technically great-granddaddy.
great-granddaddy, was in World War II, and there's a really cool story about him, and I thought about reanimating it because it actually happened, and I think it'd be pretty cool to tell the story through animation. So that's something I want to do at some point.
Flashback Animations is here. It says, I
Flashbook Animations.
there.
I am ready to animate some fight. But I don't know if I'll be able to get to that today, which would really stink, but I am itching to punch someone. So that'll be fun. When I get to the fight, that'll be a lot of fun. This is taking longer than I thought it would because I thought it would be relatively simple having him walk by with people blocking him, but I'm becoming a little bit of a perfectionist. I'm trying to get it just right. Which a little perfectionism is good, but maybe to the point where I should move a little faster. This is about the goofiest walk cycle I've ever made. And pretty quick too. Yeah, he wants to get things done. So he's just striding in there. Alright, so the Spartans' heads are kind of inconsistent, but that's okay because all the attention is on Lofty. So I think we should be good. That shouldn't be too jarring for people. Too distracting.
Lego light bulb says, I have the same problem. Every time I make a fight animation, I really just want to get to the fighting part.
Yeah, but you gotta build it up, so it's a problem. Fight's a lot better if you have a reason for. Technically, this doesn't have any reason, but you gotta set the stage. That's what you do for a good fight. I wonder how long this fight should go. Because I don't know how, if you could take out everyone in the bar pretty quickly. I like his walk cycle. What do you guys think? It has style. Stride. Even though you can barely see it.
It's so sad you're putting this much time into animating and not having to watch.
Exactly. So I was thinking I could get away with a lot of that. In fact, at this, let's see where he is. But I'm starting to.
Hey, Orange Productions is here.
Hey, Orange Productions.
The red part says Lofty is formal speed walking.
There you go.
That is the best stuff. I'm not even doing it.
Speed walking. In a suit. That's exactly how I'd define it. Yeah, formal speed walking. Ugh, I'd rather animate a faster movement as well. Of course, he is going pretty fast. Not quite running.
Plastic Word says, hello, I'm back. Not gonna lie, never knew you left. But welcome back. Connect Shooter says, I like his walk style, it's pretty goofy.
Yeah, he's a goofy character.
Mimics yours, you know?
What?
Mimics your walk cycle.
Uh-huh. Insult.
Yes, keep spinning arm.
Hmm?
They're talking about assistant rights again,
Oh,
so keep it up.
assistant rights matter. I don't know. Do they really matter though?
I mean, I guess if the animator's not getting paid, I guess shouldn't
Yeah,
get
I
paid.
don't even get paid. Why should I pay the assistant? I should fire the assistant. What do you guys all think of that?
No. Then you go and get comments, so.
I can read my own comments. Just would be a lot slower because then I have to divide my attention in 3 ways.
Connector Studio says, pay him with your ad revenue. Okay, so here's the thing. He actually already pays me 100% of his ad revenue.
Which is currently $0.
All $0 to it.
All right, who wants to start a Patreon for the underpaid assistant? Because I'll do that.
Plastic War says his flashlight is coming in tomorrow.
Cool. That flashlight will be revolutionary in the ways of making practical effects. Alright, man, this is taking a little bit too long for this one frame. How many people get stuck on like one frame?
Connector Studio says, yes, make a Patreon.
Patreon for the underpaid assistant. No benefits for you, but he gets money.
The Orange Studio says, do it. I didn't see that earlier, but he says do it, so. PR Film Studio says, want to hear a joke. Yes, I'm dying to hear a
The underpaid assistant wants to hear a joke. As long as it's not a bad joke.
English Animation says, you're right about the wires breaking because my custom action figure's arm broke. Should I get it replaced?
Yeah, so what I did is I used pipe cleaners, and if you watch my videos, they're replaceable. It's like a straw, a little paper straw that I make out of paper and super glue, so I can just slide it in. And pipe cleaners are nice because originally I tried the pipe cleaners because I thought they wouldn't break, but since they do, they're actually nice because the fuzz helps it stick in. But one thing I'm gonna try next time I make a custom figure is using the socket joints from Legos. I bought a ton of those. I'm gonna see. I hate to glue Legos to cardboard, but I might try that.
Lego Lightbulb says, or a fundraiser, call it help me pay my assistant or he will go on strike. And I will, so.
Yeah, I don't want him going on strike when I don't get comments.
Conditions. Alright, so Sam Studio a while back says, do you play with your toys, Lofts? I still do, and I'm not a kid anymore. And
You
then
know-
do you play with your Halo figures to make gun sounds with your mouth and stuff?
That can be a good way to build an animation. I don't do that. If I'm gonna be honest, I have done that before to create fight scenes. So
The thing is, if
if
you
I'm
animate,
honest,
you don't have to play with toys.
yes. That's why I like animating, because you can play with toys. You're being productive. So yeah, I do that. In fact, sometimes when I am animating, I don't know why I do this, but if I have some kind of effect, every time I swipe like this to see what it looks like, if someone gets punched, I have a punch effect, I just naturally go every time. I'll go, yeah, instinctively. I don't even mean to whenever I animate. So yeah.
Plastic Wars is bad because you said Legos. I mean, I said Legos. Somebody said Legos.
Here's the thing, you don't say, I'm gonna go to Walmart and buy some Lego. No one says that. So there's definitely an argument for Lego being the proper plural, but I mean, who says, I'm gonna go to Walmart and buy some Lego? Is that what you say? Perhaps I'm just saying it completely wrong. But
Yes, technically it's supposed to be Lego.
I'm gonna go to Walmart and buy me some Lego.
The Red Spartan says, I have a genius idea. Make a tutorial on how to make stuff out of cardboard.
Perhaps. Let's see, I'm starting to like Lego more than cardboard, because it's so clean. Like, I was planning to make all my sets out of Lego, even considering making all my figures out of Lego, but then I found, I mean cardboard. I was gonna make all my sets out of cardboard is what I was originally gonna do. But then I found out that Legos actually look really awesome in sets, and then I found out I had a good bit of Legos.
Orange Productions and Connector Studios both said that they say Legos.
Good, I'm not the only one.
But Google will tell you that you're wrong. Never knows Google is trustworthy. Never lies.
Alrighty, I'm moving now. 2 frames an hour. Nice. How long have we been going?
An hour, 6 minutes.
Nice. So, have we officially decided how the bar fight starts? I'm kind of unsure about the arm wrestle. I think it's a great idea, but for whatever reason, I don't think it fits the vibe of the scene.
Plastic War says, it literally says Lego on the box. And yes, I'm gonna go buy Lego. Okay, so here's the thing. Yes, it says Lego on the box. That's because it's the brand name. Like, alright. On a box of Orbeez, it says Orbeez.
What's an Orbeez?
But if you take a single Orbeez, you're not gonna call it, hey look, I have an Orbeez. That's my argument. Or production says, is Lofty going to punch someone?
Hopefully at the end of this, but we'll see because it's taking a while. Like I said, I've never animated him walking before. This is the first time I'm animating Lofty walking, so that's one reason it's taking a particularly long time. I haven't animated him fighting really either. I mean, I had that, his mech fight, so that was pretty similar to that, but hopefully the fight will go faster. Oh, that's really funky.
Sam Suyu says it should be a wanted man fight. You know, that would definitely be a good idea. This, you should have had a poster on the wall. It should be on the wall.
Oh, I could try to slip that in somewhere.
Yeah, somebody should just pull a picture out of it. I got it. Somebody pulls a piece of paper out and quickly writes something on the paper. He just draws out his face and says wanted and just pulls it out and then starts fighting.
I think that's a good idea. So modify it slightly. When he gets to the bar, everyone's still staring at him, and then he looks at the bartender. Maybe the bartender just slaps a poster and then stares at him, and then he punches something. Yeah. What do you guys think of that? That could be really good.
It'd be funny if you wrote it in there. It'd be so funny.
So you're saying you should write out the sign
Yeah,
just
he
there?
just makes it a sign right there. Connector Studios is leaving, so.
All right.
Bye.
See ya, Connector Studios.
Also, he says he loves that idea. I don't know which idea. Okay, so a couple people said they like the idea. Is that the idea of being a
Yeah,
poster,
that's the only idea we mentioned.
or the idea of writing out a poster? Which is better? He just pulls out a poster, or he pulls out a piece of paper and writes out the one sign? Which one?
I feel like it should be an existing poster.
We're down to 9 people.
No, 9 people. That's outrageous. Everyone should call upon all their friends and make people join until we get 100.
Rapid Actions is here.
Hey, what's up, Rapid Actions?
The stellar comment, hey. Closet War says, should I do a live stream soon? Also, Dark Aspect is here.
Hey, Dark Aspect.
I don't know that guy either. English animator says, why do you sound different?
Oh, I'm just a little congested. Alright, moving a little bit faster. It may be hard to tell, but I am indeed moving a tiny bit faster. So, look at that funky walk cycle.
Lego Light Bulb says, make two guys come up to Lofty and one of them says he doesn't like you. Cough, cough, Star Wars reference. That's great. You should definitely do that. I don't know, but then we have the Wanted poster. That'd be pretty funny though.
Yeah, he usually walks up, he doesn't like you. Well, I don't like your face. Smack. Hence, start a bar fight. What does everyone say to that?
The Rogue commentator says, yes, cool idea. And I don't know if it's his first comment, so I don't know if you just showed up or not, but hello anyway. Okay, so now we have, we have two ideas.
Yeah, so Wanted poster or the
Star Wars.
Star Wars. I like the Star Wars reference a lot, but I might go with the Wanted poster just because I can keep the whole animation without dialogue.
What? Oh, there's no dialogue. There's just your face or something.
That connector has too much movement. That's annoying.
Classic War says, as long as there's a fight, I'm good with anything.
Awesome. I'm just the same, except...
The Red Spartan says, I made one of my friends join, and that would be the Rogue commentator is that friend, so...
Cool. Appreciate it. Now we're at 15 now.
Outstanding. Rapid Action says, what's your opinion on the CGI versus practical effects in films, specifically with miniature models?
Okay, well, I haven't ever used any CGI, but I obviously prefer practical effects because I use it more. I started using it because I felt like it was more convenient. It's just easier. It's practical. I've had someone tell me that it's more difficult, but I've never done digital effects, so I wouldn't know. But I feel like it has more of a real aspect to it because you don't have to focus so much on making the effect match the world because it's literally a sheet of paper that's actually in there. So it matches perfectly. It doesn't look separated from the animation. I feel like it makes it more real. So I definitely like practical effects more. And to me, it's just one of the most satisfying things to animate. And I haven't mastered them yet because I can do some cool ones, but sometimes it doesn't work. I don't understand why. I think it has something to do with the inconsistency of this app.
He says, I mean in cinema, not necessarily in animation.
Oh, so miniature models, what do you mean miniature models in that case? I'm confused.
I didn't really use practical effects in movies.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I don't know if I've ever seen any practical effects in movies. Oh wait, I guess I can see that. Well, I don't know. I don't think I've watched much that has...
Fantastic Productions is here.
Hey, what's up, Fantastic Productions?
English
I
Animator
see...
says, so it's normal to have fights and not get arrested in the Walt universe.
Yes. Except who says he
as
doesn't
long as
get
you're the last
arrested?
person surviving.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, I saw you're gonna do Fantastic Productions. You're gonna do a live stream tomorrow. Is it gonna be similar to this one? The screen sharing?
Faucet Word says, can you please make a paper effects tutorial and how to cut and make paper effects? I know you showed how to light them up, but I want a step-by-step tutorial.
Yes, I want to do that. I don't know why I haven't done that yet.
It says, because when I make paper lightsabers, it looks terrible. I thought it looked cool.
Your last one looked pretty cool. It was definitely better than... Yeah, but I would love to make a tutorial on it, and I don't know why I haven't already. How many people want practical effects tutorials?
Alright, so...
Oh, that was not me mispronouncing. I like saying practical effects. That's trademarked, by the way.
He's lying. Okay, Rapid Action says, I mean like miniature models, for example, X-Wings in Star Wars, the flight vehicle in Aliens, the Terminator and the original Terminator, etc. I mean, Star Wars ships are awesome, so... I mean, I don't know.
I'm afraid I can't comment too intelligibly on that because I'm not super familiar with a lot of those. Like, I mean, I've seen Star Wars, obviously, and I've only learned recently that those were like models, which makes sense. They're based off of models, right? So, but as far as the effects in it, I haven't really thought about it much. I didn't know they were practical effects. So I'm afraid I can't really answer that. To what I'd prefer. Oh, that's a lot of movement from that yellow Spartan back there. So if I make a tutorial, should it be on practical effects in general, or should it be individual effects like lightsabers and then maybe another tutorial for lasers? It should probably be in general. What do you think, Underpaid Assistant? What do you say?
What?
If I make a tutorial, should it be in practical effects in general, or should it be specifics like practical effects lightsaber, practical effects laser, an explosion?
Well, you could do like a bunch of them in one video, and the thing is, if you do it specifically, it will cover the same aspects as in general will do. So just go into the specific.
Anyone else have a say on that?
Oxide says, "What's popping?" So he's here now.
What's popping, Oxides?
And the last animation says, "I'm back," because I know he was here at the beginning. So hello there.
Alrighty, I'm ready to get this scene done. Let's see if we can get this scene done. Whew. Oh crap, that's not the movement I wanted. That's okay.
The Red Spartan says, "Hey Loft, one of my recent videos, Bar, is heavily inspired by this. Is it okay if it stays up?"
Yeah, I would love to see it. I'm good with that. I haven't seen it, but if it's inspired, I'm okay with it. It would be great if you give me credit if it was like that much inspired.
It says it's just me breaking a cup.
No, you don't have to credit me for
No,
that.
so no breaking cups ever.
Since I broke a cup once,
you broke a cup first.
I claim it forever. But if you feel like it, you could say that it was inspired. But I mean, you don't have to if it's just breaking a cup. If it's scene for scene plagiarism, then I would like credit. But it's just breaking a cup. There's no problem with that. But I would like to see it, so I'll try to find that afterwards.
Just taking it down right now. Okay, you better. If you broke a cup. The last animation says, "Does anyone want to join my stop motion contest?"
Ooh, I love stop motion contests. I can never help joining stop motion contests.
Also, rapid actions has 5. So 5 rapid actions. So should we stream twice a week, Saturday and Sunday?
Yeah, how many people would want me to stream twice? Because I was considering also streaming on Sunday. People like that?
I'm trying to think maybe we should stream less often, because last time we had like 20 viewers, now we have 9.
So sad. We were up to like 40 last time, weren't we?
No, we never had 40.
What? How many do we have? What was
We
our
had
peak?
30 for like a break room, but
30,
I got back down to like 17, 18.
That looks good. I like that. Even though it's slightly different because it looks like he's kind of running now. But just super dramatic walk cycle. We all like that, right? Okay, I gotta start turning these people's heads before I forget.
When are you going to show the whole animation?
You mean run through it right now? I can run through it really quickly. Let me just get this frame done. Alright, let me run through it really quickly. And I might change this right there, or not change it, but take it out, because I'm not sure if I like that. Yeah, really awesome, stylish walk cycle.
Man, it's good thing it takes an hour and a half just to have the guy walk across the room.
Yep. Whew.
The Rogue commentator says, so how is your day, Loft?
Good. As good as can be. Another thing that'd be nice about Dragon Frame, I don't have to be hunched over my phone. I can have a computer, so I don't have to use a small screen. But I wonder if that would be distracting, because it seems, if anyone uses Dragon Frame, is it at all annoying to have to look somewhere else even though your step action's right here? If that makes sense.
Plastic Wars says that's really smooth.
Thank you, Plastic Wars. Oh dear. I have a weird face on the back of it, so I gotta make sure that doesn't show. Alright, I feel like he gets a little fast there. So, I think I need to slow him down just a little bit. No, let's see if I can. There we go, I think that's good. Did I move everyone's heads? So let me move everyone's heads really quickly.
Just about to, says still walking? Yes, we're still walking. They're close. You're like, I feel like it's just a giant loading bar on the animation.
One thing I like about Lofty is you can make some pretty cool keyframes. So when I get to the fight, hopefully I can use that, animate a little faster. And I do think I am animating a tiny bit slower. Now I'm faster, but in the beginning I was going a little slow, still warming up. Also dividing my attention between talking. So less talking I do, the faster I'll move. But the more boring it is, so. Unless no one wants to hear my voice.
Oski says, hi, Lofty.
Hey, what's up, Oski? All right, that looks good. Did I move everyone's head? I did not. I gotta go back.
My girl light bulb says, I am back, but you never knew I was gone. That is true. I did not know you were gone.
Facts.
Sam Studio says, where is me, the brute?
I think this is you right here. You're watching them go by like the rest of them. Oh, I think he speeds up a little. His stride speeds up a little towards the end.
He does. He just starts speed walk. Maybe it could be funny. Maybe he just starts sprinting at the end.
He's like, it's taking too long. Oh dear. Is that going to be a problem?
Yeah. Unless you just make it consistent and just speed.
No, I need to take out this frame. I think it's just one frame that makes it. I know, I'm sorry. Just one frame that needs to be held just a little bit longer. Let's see if that does it.
So are you going to do another scene after this?
I don't know. Should I? I think I'm gonna do the wanted poster idea. As much as I like the Star Wars reference, I think I like the wanted poster. I think that'll fit better. So someone slaps a wanted poster on the table, and then everyone just starts lofty punches one dude. Then the fight starts.
Plastic War says, I can't tell the difference.
Yeah, I don't think I have to hold it for very long. I think I just have to hold it for like just a couple, one frame. One more frame, let's see. Hold it, oh dear, he's moving too much.
Spartan says, what is your favorite music artist? You don't really ever listen.
I don't listen to any music, so that looks better. I feel like, yeah, one frame did it. See, I like his walk cycle. I think it's kind of funky and fun, but my problem is I can't make it consistent. Next time I animate him walking, probably won't look exactly like this, but I think I like it. definitely very wacky.
It says, what FPS do you recommend?
I think 15 frames is good. A lot of mine I'll animate on 20 because I like getting laser effects look a lot better on 20 and all gun effects look better on 20, but it's not that much different. A lot of times I'll bump my frame rate down to 15.
Dang, we're on 5 viewers. That was 6. Oh well.
Right, I think we're done animating his feet because it'll be behind a table for the rest of the walk cycle. So I'm just gonna make them both straight. See if I can get by with that. Actually, I'm gonna put him in a wad of clay so I can still get a little bit of motion. Yeah.
So what if you bought a Lego kit and just built it and did a quick animation with it on stream?
Built it on stream or did a quick animation with it on stream?
Well, you build it on stream. Just build it.
I feel like that's not as fun to watch. I mean, it's a Lego kit. It's very basic. I've seen other people do that. How many people want to watch me build a Lego kit on live stream?
It gives us an excuse to buy Lego kits.
Yeah. You know what? I can't use the clay. It accelerates him a little bit, and you can see it. So I can't use clay quite yet. Right, speed run, speed run, speed run. I'm gonna go fast now. Hopefully, won't sacrifice quality. I'm gonna get this done. Let's see how long. Make estimates. How long do you think it's gonna take me to get him from here to here, off camera? Because this took me like an hour and a half, but I'm gonna speed run this. Make your guess. What's everyone saying?
The Red Spartan says 5 hours.
Likely. No, I'm speed running. I can do this. I can do it in 10 minutes, right? You know, 10 minutes is really short for stop action. What do you say, underpaid assistant?
What?
I said, what do you say? How long do you think it's going to take me to get lofted to the other side? Underpaid assistant.
Like a light bulb says 27 minutes. Yeah, that's probably slightly better than my guess. Plastic Words says you sound Plastic Words at Lost Studios. You sound a lot like Dream.
Do I?
You know, actually, a lot of people sound like Dream because I've heard other YouTubers that sound like just like Dream. It's actually scary.
Dream is super overrated. Yeah, well, if I sound like Dream, then I can get clickbait, say I got Dream to voice act in an animation. Never gonna believe that.
Then just make it. Isn't that illegal?
Is it more illegal?
You know, if we just start like big debates on the stream, would that would that boost it?
I don't think so.
Let's give it a shot. Okay, which one is it? Was Star Wars Episode 1? Is it a good movie? Question mark.
What's wrong with this? Can't get this keyframe right.
Phoenix Hunting Studio says, "Hey Loft, want to do a collab?"
What does that look like? All right, I think I'm gonna just say no more head movement. That way I'll focus completely on Lofty. Get him to the other side before 27 minutes is up. You know, I think Mega Constructs are easier to animate. At least for a walk cycle. Again, keyframes are easier with this Lofty guy, but as far as walk cycle, it's hard to make micro adjustments on this.
Red Spartan says, "Hey, want to hear a joke?" Lofty reaches the end of the bar.
Yeah, that's a joke, because that's never going to happen.
It's ironic. Get it?
Alrighty. Let's get him there. So close. In fact, I might be done in the next couple minutes because he is now completely behind these guys, so I really only have to move him just a tiny bit.
Mr. Brilliant Brick is here.
Hey, what's up, Mr. Billion Brick?
Alright, Lost You says, okay, I want everyone to answer this question. Has anyone ever seen The Secret Life of Walter Mitty?
We did watch that, I think.
Walter Whitty.
Whitty, The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. Is that the one where that...
No, he said, not Walter Mitty, yeah.
Yeah, is that the one where that guy has like daydreams? I think that's it, right? We've seen that. It's the guy one where he has like extreme daydreams, and he gets to do some real exciting stuff.
No, I have no idea.
What is that the one? I need, because it's been a long time. I don't know if that's the right one.
He says yes, that's it. So,
Yeah, so I have
sounds
seen that.
familiar, but I don't remember.
And if your next question is, do I do that? Yes. All the time. I mean, not to the extent where I'm not aware of what's actually going on in the room, but I don't know how many people do that. Just like imagine an extremely dramatic situation and then just take it really far in your head. I mean, I don't do it to the extent to where in the movie where it causes some problems, but I definitely do it for my own entertainment. Why are you asking that? That's a really random question.
Phoenix something studio says, what will this stop motion be named?
Probably Lofty Bar Fight. I think, unless, I mean, I'm very bad at coming up with names, so if anyone can think of a more clickbaitable name, then I'm definitely down to hear it. Almost there, guys, almost there. One more step, and then we're there.
Orange Direction says, I'm back. What did I miss? Well, you
Absolutely nothing.
Yeah, you just missed a bunch more walking. But we're about to get another scene, so yeah.
I don't know if I'm gonna do another scene now. I mean, I hate to do that, but. Alrighty, so close.
Sam Studio says, the wanted locked in a bar of death.
That's definitely more interesting than my name.
Phoenix Hunting Studio says, what about the bad, the good, and the lost?
Both better names than Lofty Bar Fight. Oh, that's pretty fast. Let's see what that looks like.
The Red Spartan says, hey Loft, how do you get your ideas?
That's a good question. I don't know. Like for this, I just felt I came up with this because I just wanted Lofty to. I wanted to animate him fighting people because I've never done that before. It sounded like a fun little one to do. So for this one, I just had to think of some reason for him to fight.
Orange Studio says, how did you come up with your custom figure?
That's a good question. Well, I was trying to find a way to make a custom figure before actually, I don't know really why I wanted one, but I thought it'd be cool to make my own figures. I think originally it was to make new people other than Spartans. But then after I made the joint system, I didn't know what to do for the face, so I just slapped the paper face on there. Don't remember exactly why, but then I kind of liked the way it looked, so I kept it. But as far as the actual custom figure, yeah, I wanted something more original than Spartans, but then I gave up making them and I just stuck with Lofty as a kind of mascot.
Lego Lightbulb says, Must do, you should watch the movie. I'm wearing a box. The name is Jason and the Argonauts. The old one, it has lots of practical stop motion effects like all the monsters.
Cool, I've heard of that. Jason and the Argonauts. I'll have to go see it. Yeah, be interesting to see some practical effects in movies, because I think I do know, now that I think about it, I can think of some things like that, but I've never really given it much thought. Alrighty, we're about done. So close. Oh, wait a minute, that camera movement way too much. Alright, let's get him out of there. A couple heads we left behind, like I forgot to move this person's head, but that's okay. Just do a couple of random frames, so just in case I need to hold that longer. Alrighty, we are done.
Are you sure you don't want to do one more scene just with the one poster?
Yeah, I really hate to do this, but I think I'm gonna have to stop it here. But next week, show up next week. It's gonna be great. We're gonna get some fighting in next week. So tell everyone about it. It's gonna be awesome. But for now, I'll have to stop it here. Let's run through it, see what we got done. Here is what we animated last time. Yeah, we didn't get much done, but it was a pretty cool scene, right? Lofty has this awesome stride that has a lot of style. Oh, I need to fix some pauses there. But he comes in, everyone's looking at him, and we have that weird zoom effect. And he just strides in with this completely original walk cycle. Alrighty. Thank you so much for everyone who showed up. Hope to see you next week.